I kind of fell in love with it that first visit and decided this is the place for me.
I was born a Hawkeye. It's the only place I ever truly considered with my whole heart.
It was something that I already knew.
Came up for a visit, absolutely loved it. Definitely a choice I do not regret.
I loved that it was a big campus with a small town feel.
Walking down the street, I see people that I know every day.
It feels like yesterday that I was kind of moving into my dorm and doing everything for the first time.
I've been really able to interact with other students, see other perspectives. Because of that, I feel like I've become a better student, a better citizen, a better person in the community.
Life isn't linear. There's always going to be ups and downs.
You just gotta keep going. Everything is gonna work out in the end.
There are people around me that also struggled in similar ways. Because of that, my friendships and relationships have gone stronger.
I feel like my time in a classroom is kind of done for now. I feel like the world is now my classroom.
I think what's going to be going through my mind is I'll see the smile on my parents' face.
How appreciative I am, and I'm proud of what I've done here.
That feeling of like, wow, like we all made it, you know?
All the people who've supported me along the way, because it won't just be my accomplishment. In a way, it reflects on all of us.
If there's anyone I want to thank, obviously, I have to start with my mom and dad. It's gonna make me sad.
I wanna thank my family for always sticking by my side.
Grandparents, my partner.
Thank you so much for supporting me, but also pushing me. I'm just very grateful for you.
This is over, but I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Oh my God, I actually did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the academic procession? The candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree from the Tippie College of Business have gathered to celebrate commencement. All are in their places. These proceedings are hereby called to order. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Tippie College of Business and Professor of Management and Entrepreneurship, Amy Christoph Brown.
Good evening. On behalf of the Tippie College of Business and the University of Iowa, I welcome all of you, graduating seniors, family members, friends, faculty, and staff of the college to this commencement in this meaningful space, Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is a fitting place to hold our ceremony, as it reminds us of all the things we have to be proud of at the University of Iowa, and especially today, our graduates. Commencement allows us to honor their accomplishments by celebrating and reflecting upon this important milestone. They set a goal, which they have now completed, and it is the start of something new. Today, many emotions fill this arena. For our graduates, these include relief, exhaustion, and excitement over having completed a job well done, and anticipation and apprehension about what comes next. For family, friends, or spouses, these emotions certainly include pride, and in some cases, I suspect, a profound sense of financial relief. Before proceeding further, I would like to introduce you to the faculty and invited guests joining us today to honor our graduates as they earn their degrees. Please stand when I introduce you. Joining me on the platform today, Ian Crawford, Associate Professor of Management and Entrepreneurship and Henry B. Tippie Research Fellow. Ann Campbell, Professor and Department Executive Officer of Business Analytics, and Clement T. and Sylvia H. Hansen Chair in Manufacturing Productivity. Amy McDonald, Lecturer of Accounting. Charles Keene, Associate Dean, Undergraduate Program, and Professor of Instruction in Marketing. Barry Thomas, Senior Associate Dean, and Gary C. Fethke, Professor of Business Analytics. J. Martin Schultz, Vice President for Research and Professor of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. Jeff Loringer, Chairman, President, and CEO of HNI Corporation. Rob Rowenhurst, Associate Professor of Instruction of Marketing. Larry Cook, Lecturer and Professional Director of our Masters in Finance program. Michelle Williams, Associate Professor of Management and Entrepreneurship and the John L. Miklo Faculty Fellow in Entrepreneurship. David Cooper, Tippie Rollins Professor of Economics and Department Executive Officer of Economics. Tippie faculty and staff serving as marshals are Ken Brown, Professor of Management and Entrepreneurship and the Tippie Children Professor. Mike Colbert, Associate Professor of Practice and Director of Undergraduate Studies in Business Analytics. Mike Durney, Assistant Professor of Accounting. Sarah Frank, Lecturer and Director of Undergraduate Studies in Economics. Richard Peter, Associate Professor of Finance and the Nationwide Faculty Fellow. Tom Walsh, Associate Professor of Practice and Director of Undergraduate Studies in Marketing. Thank you all for joining us today. I would also like to give special thanks and recognition to the members of the Iowa Brass Quintet. On trumpets, Amy Shendell and Steve Wheeler. On horn, Katie Ambrose. On trombone, Todd Shendell. And on tuba, John Reyna. All of these proceedings will be interpreted by Scotty Van Eisingham. Let's thank each of these individuals for participating today. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Jeff Loringer. Jeff holds 3 degrees from the University of Iowa, receiving his BBA in marketing in 1987, his Juris Doctorate in 1991, and his MBA in 2001. After graduating with his JD, Jeff spent several years practicing law in Minneapolis, Minnesota, before starting his career with the HNI Corporation in 1998. Jeff became president and CEO of HNI Corporation in June of 2018 and chairman of the board of directors in February 2020. HNI Corporation is a New York Stock Exchange listed company based in Muscatine, Iowa, that operates in 2 business segments. The Workplace Furnishings segment is a leading global designer and provider of commercial office furnishings. The residential building products segment is the nation's leading manufacturer and marketer of hearth products, which include a full array of gas, electric, wood, and pellet-burning fireplaces and stoves. Jeff currently is serving as the chairman of the board of directors for the Business and Institutional Furniture Manufacturers Association. Among other community roles, Jeff is also a very valuable member of the Tippie Advisory Board at the College of Business. Jeff, I'd like to invite you to address our graduates.
Thank you, Dean Christoph Brown, and thank you to all who are associated with the Tippie College for all that you do to make the institution stronger every day. It is an honor to be with all of you today on this very special occasion. First, let me begin by saying congratulations to all the Tippie graduating students. All who came before you and all who will come after share a bond with you that will ebb and flow for the rest of your lives. Let me also say congratulations to all the family and friends of the graduates. Your support and guidance in all aspects, big or small, played an important role in each and every graduate's journey. That too is a mighty accomplishment and no small part of today as well. As we reflect on the last 4 to 5 years in which you achieved so much on your journey to reach this point, we must acknowledge the unprecedented impact of the pandemic on your time at Tippie. You all, in your own ways, had to overcome the normal adjustments to college life and to life as a Tippie business students while navigating paths no one who has come before, or likely anyone who comes after, will have to repeat. So stop and reflect on what you have learned, how you adapted, how you pressed ahead to continue your individual journeys to arrive at this point. It may be tomorrow, or it may be 5 years from now, but you will no doubt look back on this time period and lean on what you learned about yourselves. You may not be aware of it, but I have no doubt this mindfulness will surface in your professional or personal lives, and you will be stronger for it. So now your next chapter begins. In almost every way, your class heads out into a world that is much different than when I sat where you are now sitting. Well, let's be honest, we did not even have cell phones or Apple computers when I sat where you are. All kidding aside, the world is dramatically different than when Tippie grads sat where you are even just 10 years ago. To put the current state in perspective, previous industrial revolutions took 30, 40, or even 50 years. Today, we are entering Industry 4.0, driven by 5G, which is expected to take only 8 years. Social capital and adaptability will be favored over knowledge, expertise, and one-dimensional skills. You will, on average, change jobs every 2.3 years. You have the freedom to work from anywhere. You began your working career as a group with a collective mindset that is keenly focused on a sense of purpose, to be challenged, doing good, and being part of a community in all that you do. I could go on and on. So there will be no shortage of opportunities. At the same time, I would offer there are also some time-tested and universal truths to keep in mind as you begin your journeys, all of which will serve you well on your individual adventures. I have found these to be ingredients for success in anything you choose to do. Work hard, particularly in making the most out of every opportunity you have. Look for an opportunity to learn from every individual, project team member, and teammate you encounter. It will not be all positive, but you will still learn and be able to add to your personal toolkit. Be curious and follow your curiosity in order to seek out and try new things. Take chances. The environment today, more than any other time, will reward those who take chances and pursue their curiosity. I just started reading a book called Impact Players that was given to me by a colleague. It is extremely relevant right now, and it touches on hard work, opportunity, curiosity, and risk-taking. The author points out that organizations today recognize that the best ideas come from people who are closest to the issues or problems. That will be many of you. Even on day one, you will be in positions to make an impact. An impact player mindset is a mode of thinking that when consistently adopted leads to high value contribution and high impact. An impact player mindset will have you doing the job that's needed versus just doing your assigned job. An impact player mindset sees messy problems, unclear roles, and unforeseen obstacles as opportunities to add value versus seeing those things as challenges. And in many ways, I should not tell you to take risks, because what I'm really saying is to look for ways to have extraordinary impact. The business climate you're entering is built for this approach like at no other time in the last 30 or 40 years. The bottom line is that you are entering your next chapter, the beginning of your working life, at a time that is as dynamic as ever, given the convergence of change that is happening. All enterprises, big and small, profit and nonprofit, are looking for individuals, just like each and every one of you, Tippie graduates armed with talent and curiosity. So again, congratulations on achieving this significant milestone. I hope you are all as excited about the impact you will make as I am as excited for society, which will benefit from your talents. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening with family and friends, and go Hawks.
Thank you, Jeff, for your inspiring remarks. The business world expects great things from Tippie graduates, and from what I know of them, our graduates have what it takes to meet and exceed those expectations. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce today's student speaker, Allison Clagy. Allison is from Wheaton, Illinois, and is graduating with a BBA in Marketing and Business Analytics with a certificate in International Business. During her time at Tippie, she has been involved as a Marketing Institute scholar, a member of Alpha Kappa Psi Business Fraternity, and Alpha Delta Pi sorority, is the VP of Marketing for the Business Student Ambassador Organization, and was a 2021 recipient of the Tippie Top 21 Award. After graduation, Allison will begin her career as an allocation analyst with Kohl's Department Store at their corporate office in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Allison?
Friends, family, esteemed faculty, and the graduating class of 2022. I want to extend a special welcome and my sincerest gratitude to the parents, siblings, best friends, and everyone who encouraged and supported all of us graduating here today. We wouldn't be here without that support. My fellow Tippie students, on today, our last day as undergraduates, I want to share a story with you from one of my first weeks at Iowa. It was the Friday of On Iowa Week, and some new friends of mine had found a back entrance onto the roof of Stanley Residence Hall. After seeing these gorgeous photos of the sunset, the rest of us piled on top of Stanley's roof and experienced a solid 5 minutes of peaceful views before we heard the shouts of 2 RAs telling us to climb down and line up in the hallway off the staircase. As someone who had never really been in trouble before that, I was about to have a heart attack on the top of that roof. The RAs wrote each of us up, and the next morning, we all received a letter requesting individual meetings to discuss the charges of trespassing on university property. Heart attack number 2. Walking into that meeting, my worries ranged from thinking I wouldn't get into any student organizations to getting kicked out of the university altogether. I was on the verge of tears, spiraling, thinking my days at Iowa were numbered. Now, the first 5 minutes of that meeting was me explaining what happened that night and why we were on the roof of Stanley. The next 25 minutes involved the head of housing and dining asking me if I'd made any friends or gotten involved on campus. At the end of that meeting, I actually asked why I wasn't in more trouble and learned that since it was such a low-stakes offense, it wasn't worth more than a conversation. I was shocked. Now, I don't tell you this story to make my parents relive that panicked phone call, or to encourage you to check out the roof of Stanley. I hope my experience reminds you of a time when you made a mistake, one you thought would ruin your life. Maybe you bombed an interview or failed your financial accounting final. or maybe even trespassed on university property. Yet you are still here today, graduating from one of the top 25 public business colleges in the country. It is not abnormal to have knots in your stomach walking across this stage. It's exciting and terrifying all at the same time. We are walking into an unprecedented world that few know how to navigate, and the fear of messing up is higher than it's ever been before. But I refuse to accept the notion that our generation will be defined by events we did not control. Instead, we will be defined by how we responded with resilience. Henry Tippie once said, "If you say nothing and you do nothing, you will be nothing." I urge you not to let the mistakes you have made, or are fearful of making, stop you from taking a risk or from making a mistake. Because no matter how hard you fall, you have a community of Hawkeyes who will lift you back up. Tippie is built of individuals who will drop everything to help someone, and that doesn't end today. It might just be a little bit more complicated than a simple "you in the biz hub" text to meet up. Now, it's difficult to pinpoint one moment to highlight the hundreds of times I've fallen and had my fellow Tippie students pick me up. Nick, Hunter, and Cole, thank you for becoming my analytics sounding board every time my code wouldn't run, and for convincing me to keep going when I considered dropping my analytics major. Nicholas, Hannah, Andrew, and Mara, my dream team, thank you for never giving up on our Marketing Institute project and for the countless hours we spent locked in a room rebuilding and reformulating our presentation. Sammy, thank you for being the person that I could sob to, thinking I wasn't ready to graduate and questioning if I actually knew what I was doing after college. I know I'm not alone in these moments, whether they were in group projects, in student organizations, with our best friends. There are times we wanted to give up trying or couldn't see a way out, and we were guided to the finish line by a fellow Hawkeye. Our degree from Tippie encompasses more than just our ability to memorize formulas or how well we can make a pretty PowerPoint presentation. It also includes how we grew as people. Rob Brownhorse made each of his marketing students try to foster a new habit each week to better themselves outside the classroom. Ian Crawford encouraged each class to focus their lives on cultivating meaningful relationships, with the promise that we'd all be happier, healthier, and live longer because of them. We didn't just learn how to be better business professionals. Tippie taught us to be better human beings. Tippie taught us that it's okay to make mistakes because we won't be the only ones to experience failure. In my time as a Tippie student, there are awards I applied for and failed to get, jobs I really thought I had a shot at and I never even got an interview. I questioned my majors, I questioned how I got into the leadership positions I was in, and I'm still questioning if I made the right career choice. And after today, you will mess up again. You will say the wrong thing during a presentation, you will make mistakes in your personal relationships, you will make a bad first impression on someone you so desperately want to like you. These missteps are inevitable. But take a look around you. You will see over 500 almost alumni who made just as many mistakes as you did. At least 100 faculty who've probably messed up here and there too. And friends and family in the stands who are so proud of how you've grown from your successes and your failures. What you don't see are the thousands of Tippie students who next semester will talk about how they wish the seniors were still here. Or the instant friends you will make in the most random places because you found out they too are a Hawkeye. These individuals don't care that you didn't get that one position, or that you slept through a presentation, or that you got caught on the roof of a residence hall. They know that the mistakes you made will not be your defining characteristic as a Tippie graduate. The friends we made, the memories we all share, and the better human beings we are because of our time at Tippie are what will last. So, go forward and make mistakes. We will be here to catch you when you fall and congratulate you when you soar. Congratulations, and go Hawks.
Thank you so much, Allison. At this time, Senior Associate Dean Thomas and I would like to recognize several student honors and achievements. Each year, Delta Sigma Pi awards the scholarship key to the graduating senior with the highest grade point average. This year's award is presented to Alex Hinchchen, who is receiving a BBA in Accounting and Business Analytics. Alex?
Congratulations, Alex. The Tippie College of Business awards degrees with highest distinction to students in the highest 2% of the graduating class, with high distinction to students in the next highest 3%, and with distinction to students in the next highest 5%. Distinction is designated by gold stars worn on the left sleeve. As I call each group of students, please rise to be recognized. Audience, I ask that you hold your applause. Will those graduating with highest distinction please stand? Will those graduating with high distinction please stand? And will those graduating with distinction please stand? Please join me in congratulating these students. Yes, you can be seated. Thank you. We would also like to recognize the students who are graduating with honors in their major and university honors. Will those graduating with honors please stand? Please join me in congratulating these students. Membership in Beta Gamma Sigma is the highest recognition a business student can earn. To be eligible for membership, students' individual academic ranking must place them in the upper 10% of the junior class or in the upper 10% of the senior class. Would the students graduating as members of Beta Gamma Sigma please stand? Congratulations. And finally, we also recognize students who undertook multiple hands-on learning experiences through our Tippie Rise program. Those students are named in the Commencement program. Thank you.
Will all of the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration please rise? Vice President Schultz, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for the degree, Bachelor of Business Administration, and are recommended to you by the faculty of the Henry B. Tippie College of Business for the conferring of this degree.
On recommendation of the faculty of the Henry B. Tippie College of Business and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Business Administration as qualified and designated.
Congratulations. Will the graduates now please be seated? Charles Keene, Associate Dean of the Undergraduate Program and Professor of Instruction of Marketing, and Michelle Williams, Associate Professor of Management and Entrepreneurship, and John L. Miklow, Faculty Fellow in Entrepreneurship, will now recognize the graduates individually. Will the marshals please begin leading the graduates forward to be recognized?
Jacob Allen Slager.
Liv Nouri.
Connor Thomas Kapisak.
Preston Katnack.
Turner Paul Palisard.
Jordan Ray Durst.
Thank you. Parks McBride.
Carrie Ann Cox, with distinction.
Clyde Shelke.
Jacob Todd Stevenson.
Jack Vincent Finstad.
Jody Sira.
John Jeffrey Morgan.
Joshin Corgill.
Thank you. Hans Eric Torgerson.
Isabella Adriana Skirbich.
Thank you. Elizabeth Ann Wirt.
Nicholas Paul Elfano, with distinction.
Shay Elizabeth Murphy.
Samantha Marie Huthorst, with distinction.
Thank you. Natalie Grace Norden.
Allison Lee Cleggy.
Olivia Fair.
Alexander John Hinchton, with the highest distinction.
Good. Hunter James Moran.
Cade Edward Kroll.
Mallory Elizabeth Witkowski.
Nick Adams.
Eugenio Salvatoral.
Nathan Jeffrey Dill.
Riley James Barrett.
Matthew James Rowland.
Marcus Jung Miller.
Grant Thomas Berendt.
Cole Joseph Wright.
Lauren Avery Allen.
Danif Asfundiare.
Chloe Jane Torrance, with high distinction, University Honors, Honors in Management.
Thank you. Gustavo Finate Campos, with distinction, with University Honors.
Christine Barton.
Cameron John Dixon.
Hannah Elaine Selner.
Hunter Joel Stevens.
Ryan Wondrow.
Brandon Pacarico.
Carter Donahue.
Cassandra Barbara Longo.
Trevor Paul Eim with distinction.
Nicholas Currant.
Pulkit Chow Han.
Jacob Vandosdol.
Brady Collis.
Ali Miara.
Brian McDevitt.
Joseph Thomas Sneblin with high distinctions with university honors.
Aiden Nicholas Gorney.
Sam Conlon.
Adam Christopher Topping.
Kevin Nicholas Kerner.
Ryan Thomas Bofelli.
Joseph Matthew Theobald II.
Matthew Paul Hummel.
Emily Lynn Meeky.
Andrew Austin.
Colin Durbin.
Brad Holland.
Thank you. Shasia Manzo.
Sarah Ann Hicks.
Hannah Gartner with university honors.
Shay Lynn Coughlin.
Michael Roth.
Nina Melling Norton.
Ryan Austin Long with highest distinction.
Maxwell Price Bolander.
Reese Evan Jones.
Carson Elijah Cox.
Alexandra K. King Gilchrist with highest distinctions, with university honors, with honors in accounting.
Joseph Lawrence Corbin.
Delaney McIntyre Miller with high distinctions, with university honors.
Blake Austin Murray with distinction.
Nathan William Vander Hinnenden.
Caitlin Grace Bonnet.
Somer Gabrielle Sinard.
Hannah Van Ness.
Charlotte Komkrosky Licata.
John Hurley with high distinction.
Eric Finn Jones.
Mitchell Henry Riggs.
Hank Asmussen.
Joshua Cole Bolin.
Michael Alexander Vinian.
Asher John Titus.
Brett Matthew Thomas.
Blake Allen Johnson.
Macrina Janelle Lopez Canani.
Kylie Kanani Cameron.
Thank you. Maria Luz Alcala.
Ryan Bites.
Megan Thiek.
Alec Schwerger with high distinction.
Annie Chen.
Riley Graham Conensider.
Rachel Strang with university honors.
Casey Steen.
Meula Pio.
Andy Greenberg.
Austin James Young.
Anthony Lazaro Adams.
Parker Smith.
Trey Rosenberg.
Shangyu Ji.
Madeline Ruth Osland.
John Wieskamp.
Haley Kathleen Stark.
Chase Green.
Jack Patrick Farron.
Jack Lee Wingert.
Alexander Truman Brill.
Emily Rose Hagedorn with University Honors.
Nicholas Andrew Bast.
Adam Kenneth Burduff with distinction with University Honors.
Ben Henry Killingstad with distinction.
Evan Christopher Kassitz.
Dominic Giannini.
Cassandra Lee Taylor.
Adam Theodore Kroll.
Kelly Ann Wilcott.
Courtney Ann Constein.
Derek James Weber.
Catherine Renee Anderson.
Clara Wang.
Christine Liu.
Shishao Shishu. Is that right?
Julia So.
Zoe Shao.
Gabrielle Lynn Aranzu.
Tansy Liu with high distinction with University Honors.
Tucker Robert Von Hars.
Yifan Chen.
Kyle Sorensen.
Zhu Wang.
Taylor Keegan Bell.
Leighton Burke.
Gabrielle Christine Duttweiler.
Casey Brad Leeper.
Libby Garnett Clayton.
Matthew Roland Pangle.
Ziki Chow.
Ryan Burns.
Alexandria Marie Eipert.
Patrick Mackenzie Blaney.
Dylan Aver.
Matthew Lynch.
Zachary Robert Horges.
Kenneth Stewart Velu.
Paxton Coker.
Nicole Grace DeSalvo.
Samuel Bradley Coates.
Madeline Teresa Ricks.
Drew Michael Webeny.
Allison Mauve Weber.
Connor John Linehan.
Isabel Gomez.
Mia Elizabeth Bergstrom.
Sean Carl Murphy.
Erin Elizabeth Wright.
Colin James Crowder.
Colby May Limcow.
Nick Biancuzu.
Ethan Robert Ice.
Vincent Michael Parcelli with distinction.
Caleb Weber.
Evan Ray Doyle.
Michael Weiss Altmaier.
Megan Shook.
Madeline May DeSutter.
Emily Wilhelm.
Alyssa Rose Bonfilio.
Gregory Owen Ward.
JC Itzenhauer.
Lauren Stanley.
Marguerite Daisy Centenau.
Michelle Mary Hopkins.
Madison Marie Fa.
Madeline Catherine Swaim.
Joe Brittle.
Allison Batty.
Catherine Ellen Kessler.
Anna Rose Zinzelmeyer with high distinction, with university honors, with honors in marketing.
Katie Garnanet.
Anna Thomas with high distinction, with university honors, with honors in accounting.
Danielle K. Ellert.
Kyle Mark Cowling.
Matt Jordebreck.
Brody Lewis Semelroth.
Reyes Ahmad.
Zachary Lee Harn.
Samuel Joseph Goki.
Erin Jean Uboyan.
Carter Scott Dersher.
Audrey Patterson.
Carson Lloyd Collenberger.
Caitlin Marie Zabuldo.
Carter Thomas Brimmer.
Callie Kolfinstein with high distinctions.
Hannah Page Baucom.
Grace Elizabeth Foxon with distinction.
Max Clinton Hollis.
Thank you. Madeline Fain Huntley.
Braden James Bethke.
Dana Erin Smith.
Spencer Collison.
Lindsay Jessica Sowicki.
Eric Meyer.
Megan Boland.
Michael Gwenta.
Grace Catherine Marniel.
Ryan Max Pukshavinsky.
Sydney Louisa Johnson.
Cameron Erickson with highest distinction.
Anna Lurie Hall.
Jack Kraus with highest distinction.
Emma Jane Troutman with distinction.
Geethika Anam Raju.
Maggie Dunham with highest distinctions with university honors.
Claire Futzenreuter.
Allison Miller with high distinction.
Aaron Brown.
Olivia Ann Krakoslow with university honors.
Shay Marie O'Neill.
Ryan Samuel Ginsberg.
Alyssa Kathleen Aerosmith.
Hunter David Floyd.
Lupita Olise.
Jun Shin.
Quinn Andrew Colker.
Thank you. Michael Salvador.
Sarah Panick.
Thank you. Maxwell Harrison Matan.
Christos Andrios.
Niall Paul Christensen.
Nick Hunt.
Mercedes Jane Bobst.
Matthew Edward Krockmall.
Megan Renee Siemens.
Bennett James Van Zulen with distinction.
Justin James Witt.
Peter Allen Campiano.
Anna Christine Marth.
Joseph Powell. Margaret Warner Bisnick.
Tyler Patrick Schumacher.
Matthew Scott Paustian.
Patrick Jerry Zabilet.
Jacob Allen Sayed.
Ryan James Maddock.
Reagan Bronwyn Stokely.
Jacob Palcolt.
Zach Stowlers.
Eros Philippi Johns.
Andrew Michael Helberg.
Noah Robert Sessner.
Heather Marie Arden.
Jackson Scott Woods.
Kaylin Emily Hawkins.
Holly Hammerand.
James William Knapp.
Lauren Elizabeth Penicao.
Angel Guevara.
Madison Lee Calib.
Kaylee Morgan Domanchik.
Garrett J. Snick.
Ryan Matthew Breckner with University Honors.
Austin Lewis Eckenrod.
Kinsey Ann Kabovich.
Bailey Ray Badker.
Rob Chickering with University Honors.
Jacob John Lang.
Joshua Oliver Smithy.
Ryan James D.
Cameron Peach.
Megan Nicole Obenoff.
Cade Christopher Ingalls.
Abby Conley.
Carter Allen Petch.
William Hackman.
Morgan Jean Bergfeld.
Dylan Matthew Rosenberg.
Megan Lee Cox.
Julius Osamudima Men Ima Findon.
Morgan Parkhurst.
Isabel Magalies.
Olivia Helwig.
Dylan Humble.
Garrett Welch.
Abby Ryan.
Thomas Allen Emel.
Maddie Pallardi, with distinction, with university honors, with honors in management.
Jared Redinas.
Chase Gregory Wurtzberger.
Matthew Shane Shia.
James June Hughes.
Garrett Wheeler.
Tyler James Knockman.
Henry Walters.
Emily Helen Stefan.
Jake Bengasser.
Megan Elizabeth Verzoni.
Taylor Jaden.
Julia Marie Pisk.
Ryan Burdick.
Kennedy Lynn Hannon.
Jackson Shaning.
Lauren Cohn.
Emma Joy Kelderman with high distinction.
Joshua David Kern.
Allison Herman.
Mark Jeffrey LaCamera.
Beatrice Garnica Medrano.
Hannah T.
John Henry Green.
Maverick Robert Winther, with distinction.
Jason Hipp.
Madison K. Wilkins.
Mitch Richland.
Blake Anthony Lammers.
Jack Angel.
Jack Malcolm Twitty.
Mohammed Riyad Hajazi.
Jay Staley.
Ethan Phoebe.
Justin Lieber.
Walter Septusit Dunich with highest distinction with university honors.
Elaine Luzolo Nitsta Mundo.
John Zielinski.
Trey Speed.
Audrey Grace Groot.
Brooke Elise Pickering.
Annabelle Cassidy Dibert.
Zachary Amadine Amro.
Courtney Jane Mayrie with university honors.
Patricia Marianne Pabst.
Rebecca Ann Mayrie with distinction.
Thank you. Daniel Lewin.
Jack Joseph Halper.
Chris Pawlowski.
John Colton Iams.
Nicholas Mark Oberg.
Rekai John.
Cal Kirschner.
Mason Lee Hewitt.
Yustung Ma.
Nicholas George DiMaggio.
Elizabeth Ann Saller.
Matthew Stephen Mulvey.
Kelsey Ketchum.
David Joseph Supita.
Joshua Winters.
Nico Rosas.
Edward Pierce Forsyth.
Jeffrey Evan Frink.
Cassidy Marie Beschel with distinction.
Marissa Smith.
Christina Loznakovich.
Nicole Christine Relias.
Hope McLaughlin.
Haley Rose Kirschbaum.
Olivia Faye Eleanor Warren.
Ashley Thorne with distinction.
Ming Xuan Lai.
Colin Instrom.
Oshen Fu.
Kathleen Darby Bergener.
Jin Ki.
Will Michael Stenger.
Sheung Shin.
Andrew Thomas Thiel.
April Lohman.
Logan McAravey.
Daniel Michael Ponser with distinction.
Jacob Francis Metzger.
Justin Edie Quick.
Ryan Scott Paskowski.
Ignacio Antonio Cabrera.
Corey Thomas Zordan.
Stefan Patley Kucha.
Evan Henry Anderson.
Muhammad Ali.
Charles Anthony Pfeiffer.
Glei Ho Jali.
Michael Joseph Whalen.
Matthew Robert Dice.
Jillian Grace Shawcross.
Kyle Cutlet.
Jillian Sophia Kozlowski.
Ethan Gooding.
Isaiah Andrew Moore with distinction.
Joey Stessman.
Warun Julakar.
Matthew Collett with high distinction.
Duke Timothy Oltoff.
Leland Ropp.
Aaron Spencer Fink.
KL Bowie.
Nicholas Scott Hansen.
David Whitcomb.
Adam Lewis Skopik.
Kaznik Puranik.
Olivia Caitlin O'Brien.
Dana Lerner.
Samuel Thayer Mead.
Gabriela Penugasser.
Sydney K. Anderson with high distinction with university honors.
Nicholas Randall Sharp.
Joseph Elliott Karolevich.
Brian George Spellman.
McKenna Catherine Butler.
Joshua Caleb Giopi.
Haley Lynn Emery.
Haley Graves.
Rachel Foose.
Spencer Odekirk.
Michael Ross Simon.
Samuel Allen Richke.
Mitchell Everett Stonehawker.
Austin Taylor Flipson.
Luke Henry Lamont with distinction.
Craig Jason Holder Jr.
Madison J. Gutnick.
Cameron Smith with high distinction.
Kelly Amber Haichu.
Cole Betts Martin with university honors.
Ashley Nicole Graham.
Grant Wagner.
Aubrey Studwell.
Aaron Gregory Nybar with high distinction.
Trenton Powers.
Emma Rose McKilla.
Logan Clemmy.
Emily Caroline Lorenzen.
Joseph Michael Miller Jr.
Emma Catherine Vasquez.
Olive Fitzgerald.
Grace Louise Kopetsky.
Sophie Elizabeth Holtz.
Tim Riordan.
Zoe Lynn Corselman.
Logan Patrick Meyer.
Alana Ann Fernandez.
Brady Olson.
Nicholas Amadeo Corzoli.
Jacob Robert Hines.
Alex Howell.
Jared George Brown.
Eric William Criswell.
Jackson Allen Lemke.
Frank Mark Schutz.
Brody Brencheski.
Andrew Jeffrey Stoga.
Brian Patrick Stone.
Ronan Patrick Donahue.
Matt Veer.
Kevin Keller.
Abigail Sheehan.
Sagar Kuri.
Jacqueline Michelle White.
Sheree Kunwar.
Valentina Sarek.
Stephanie Lauren Sachs.
Lilani De Jesus.
Brittany Caskey.
Ariana Rose Budnick.
Hannah Gorsline with highest distinction.
Jacqueline Ann Rundle.
Cameron Avery Hunter with high distinction with university honors.
Riley Catherine Plummer.
Lane Elizabeth Deathrow.
Lauren Nicole Smith.
Ariana Contreras.
Erin Gallery Jeheros.
Carter Lee McNutt.
Marisa Juni Cassis.
Christoph Poole with highest distinction.
Erin Riley Hatch.
Luke Fogarty.
Margaret Kathleen Cook.
Liam Holgrave.
Isabella Cablo Blanco.
Jonathan Teitelbaum.
Ryan Michael Pennington.
Bradley Portner.
Braden Patrick McKay.
Benny Ching.
John Hoffman.
Jacob Shamian.
Rachel Ravolninsky.
Trevor James Shapol.
Jamani Badarayana Lucas Koff.
Connor Ritchie.
Shelby Lynn Clarahan. Sophia Lauren Pernisciaro with highest distinction.
Mo Haraz.
Alexander James Tyndall with university honors with honors in accounting.
Ashley Cora Couture.
Marisa Rose Rethman.
Emily Ann Pistolka with distinction.
Sophia Lee Slick.
Brianna Nicole Eberhardt.
Elizabeth Margaret Gorman.
Bevan Bowen IV.
Shivani Paresh Bhatt.
Joseph Glenn Bisek.
Katie Eileen Williams.
Benjamin John Thompson.
Natalie Brianna McCormick.
Camden Eaton.
Brittany Amanda Flory with distinction with university honors.
Mia Salza.
Lauren Nicole Jameson.
Cole Kraus.
Macy Richardson.
Jabe Keita.
Kelly Ashton Thomas.
Dominique Gino Farrell.
Ellen Rose Carpenter.
Tyler Daniel Zahn.
John Michael Supple.
Nicholas James Grobby.
Jason Alex Hardenstein.
Alec Joseph Jinger.
Riley Williams.
Zach Shoring.
Sarah Chesick.
Cole Yearling.
Beta Marie Pick.
Mojo Wilson.
Brendan Agbani Rother.
Gregory Johnson.
Keith Penningroth.
Alex Richard Capel with distinction.
Jacob Whitney Hessner.
Isaac Brian Pruitt.
Jacob Charles Rhine.
Jake Kavula.
Sean Michael Reddick.
Jackson Bone.
Jeff Roberts.
Joshua Bradley Anderson.
Shinyu Chu.
Derek Ha.
Jason Alex Polis.
Dominic James Bader.
Alex Milkent.
Scott Michael McCullough.
Jenna Lee Larson.
Matthew Adam Conroy.
Chase Dumonthia.
Nathan John Pecci.
Samuel Sapien.
Garrett Farmer.
Russell James Michael Freeman.
Zachary Lee Grant.
Lars Alden Hansen.
Holden Chase Connor.
Max Tung.
Michael John Wolmendorf.
Xuanshu Louis.
Grant Michael Smith.
Wuan Lee.
Louis Noonan Ungs.
William Charles Neeson.
Zachary David Zahner.
Braden Perkapile.
Abigail Rose Coatney.
Brendan Jacob Lyman.
Noah John Lynch.
Rachel Ray Olson.
Kara Elizabeth Zittergroen.
Melissa Santiago Trilikis.
Matthew Thomas Garippa.
Gabrielle Lynn Pickett.
Mia Alexandra Cummings.
Rachel Louise Grimstad.
Olivia Carrington Bull.
Jack Thomas Higgins.
Elena Lillian Flowers.
Jacob Thomas Olson.
Anthony Gallegos.
Isabella Rose Rodemaker.
Benjamin Michael Kamen.
Marcus Scott Rosenbeck.
Joseph Carl Friedland.
Na Diep Lay.
William Marietta.
Amanda Verlia.
Timothy Peter Paulson.
Lizbeth Dongdigo Moreno.
Andrew Sumner.
Junshan Wu.
Jake Vaya.
Yi Du An.
Zach Vaya.
Jimin Yu.
Adam Matthew Newton.
Chi Chen Chen.
Connor Paxosa.
Evan Raymond Parker.
Dylan John Kane.
Corbin John Woloff.
Sean Patrick Flaherty.
Brett Wallerman.
Nathan Joseph Schneider.
Sean Michael Galley.
Blake Adams.
Thomas Daniel Groshala.
Marcus Doe.
Jocelyn Reese Rea.
Benjamin Gerhard Grote.
Yibo Chen.
Braden Dunlap.
You're welcome. Shinyi Yo Su.
Patrick Briaish.
Sikwi Wang.
Jackson Scott Castellan with high distinction.
Jax Michael Rittman.
Grant Christopher Curran.
Scott Michael Griffin Jr.
John Tierney Anstetter with University Honors.
Julian Klepach.
Bryce Beecher.
Sydney Aaron Walther.
Nicholas Todd Brecky.
Abigail K. Ellis.
Caleb Wayne Kitzman.
Madeline Lillian Weber.
Cam Yurok.
Mackenzie Ann O'Dwyer.
Grant Thomas Truesdale. Alexander Kent Markham. Desmond Ekau Afazi. Claire Isabel Livingston. Evan Nicole Stewart. The turning of the tassel is the traditional gesture by which each student signifies passage from degree candidate to graduate. Will each of you now mark your new status by turning the tassel of your cap from the right side to the left side? Members of the faculty, Vice President Schultz, Dean Christoph Brown, I present to you the Tippie College of Business Class of 2022. We congratulate you all.
We are so proud of the Tippie College Class of 2022. Without their dedication and hard work, this day would not have been possible. Those of you in the audience should also be very proud of all you have done to help your graduate accomplish their goals. Your guidance, understanding, and compassion, your faith in their abilities, and your love and support have all been critical to their success. For what you have done to help these graduates, we thank you. Graduates, today marks a personal milestone in your lives. You have received a degree from the University of Iowa's Henry B. Tippie College of Business. You've worked hard for this goal. You faced many challenges, made discoveries about yourself and others, and grew into leaders who make a difference in their communities. In February of this year, Henry Tippie passed away at the age of 95. Although he is no longer with us physically, his enterprising spirit, his deep sense of gratitude, and his commitment to excellence is alive and well in our college. Henry formalized his business and life philosophies into something that he called Tippie's Laws. You will find a copy of them on your program today at your seats, and I encourage you to keep them with you and to take some of Henry's wisdom with you wherever you go. I highlight 2 of these laws today. Every day is a fresh start, and operate with a sense of urgency. Tomorrow is a new start for you as college graduates. You have sacrificed much and worked toward a meaningful goal. You have earned the right to rest and rejuvenate, but also the privilege to go and do great things in this world. With every action you take, pursue excellence with urgency to make business, your community, and your relationships with others be strengthened and create something meaningful. Henry has done this for all of us here today, and I encourage you, starting tomorrow, to find ways to make your positive impact in the world. We hope that in the years to come, you will fondly remember your time in the Tippie College. Stay engaged with us in the years to come through our alumni events, our Tippie YouTube channel, where you can find alumni panels with industry insights and insights from some of your favorite Tippie professors. Your continued engagement with us as alumni through time, talent, and treasure will help keep this college great in the same way that alumni have supported you while you were here. Congratulations, and the best of luck to you in your future.
Thank you, Dean Christoph Brown. And now we will conclude today's commencement ceremony. I ask that everyone please remain seated for the recessional. The platform party will exit first, followed by the graduates.